find new doctors. We'll find out whatever it is that's making you ill, and we'll find a cure. Why are you giving up the fight before it's even started?
Phoebe, Henry had said softly, the fight started long ago. I've been tired for most of my life. No matter how much I rest, I scarcely have enough stamina to last through the day.
I have stamina for both of us. Phoebe had rested her head on his shoulder, trembling with the force of her emotions. I love you, Henry. Let me take care of you. Let me be with you for however long we'll have together.
You deserve more.
Do you love me, Henry? His large, soft brown eyes had glistened.
As much as any man has ever loved a woman.
Then what more is there? They had married, the two of them a pair of giggling virgins, discovering the mysteries of love with affectionate awkwardness. Their first child, Justin, was a dark-haired and robustly healthy boy who was now 4 years old. Henry had gone into his final decline a year ago, just before the birth of their second son, Stephen. In the months of grief and despair that had followed, Phoebe had gone to live with her family, finding a measure of solace in the loving home of her childhood. But now that the mourning period was over, it was time to start a new life as a young single mother of 2 boys. A life without Henry. How strange that seemed. Soon she would move back to the Clare estate in Essex, which Justin would inherit when he came of age, and she would try to raise her sons the way their beloved father would have wished. But first, she had to attend her brother Gabriel's wedding. Knots of dread tightened in Phoebe's stomach as the carriage rolled toward the ancient estate of Eversby Priory. This was the first event outside of her family's home that she would take part in since Henry's death. Even knowing she would be among friends and relations, she was nervous. But there was another reason she was so thoroughly unsettled. The bride's last name was Ravenel. Gabriel was betrothed to a lovely and unique girl, Lady Pandora Ravenel, who seemed to adore him every bit as much as he did her. It was easy to like Pandora, who was outspoken and funny and imaginative in a way that reminded her a little of Henry. Phoebe had also found herself liking the other Ravenels she'd met when they'd come to visit her family's seaside home. There was Pandora's twin sister, Cassandra, and their distant cousin, Devon Ravenel, who had recently inherited the earldom and was now styled Lord Trenier. His wife, Kathleen, Lady Trenier, was friendly and charming. Had the family stopped there, all would have been well. But fate had turned out to have a malicious sense of humour. Devon's younger brother was none other than West Ravenel. Phoebe was finally going to have to meet the man who'd made Henry's years at school so wretched. There was no way to avoid it. West lived on the estate, no doubt puttering about and pretending to be busy while sponging off his older brother's inheritance. Recalling Henry's descriptions of the big lazy sloth, Phoebe envisioned Ravenel drinking and lying about like a seal on the beach and leering at the housemaids as they cleaned up after him. It didn't seem fair that someone as good and kind as Henry should have been given so few years, whereas a cretin like Ravenel would probably live to be 100. "Mamma, why are you cross?" her son Justin asked innocently from the opposite carriage seat. The elderly nanny beside him had leaned back to doze in the corner. Phoebe cleared her expression instantly. "I'm not cross, darling. Your brows were pointed down and your lips were pinched up like a trout," he said. "You only do that when you're cross, or when Stephen's diaper is wet." Looking down at the baby in her lap, who had been lulled by the repetitive motion of the carriage, she murmured, "Stephen is quite dry and I'm not at all out of humour. I haven't kept company with new people for a long time. I feel a bit shy about jumping back into the swim of things. When Gramps taught me how to swim in cold water, he told me not to jump in all at once. He said, go in up to your waist first, so your body knows what's coming. This will be good practice for you, Mamma." Considering her son's point, Phoebe regarded him with fond pride. He took after his father, she thought. Even at a young age, Henry had been empathetic and clever. "I'll try to go in gradually," she said. "What a wise boy you are. You do a good job of listening to people." "I don't listen to all people," Justin told her in a